So, the Sunday Scaries. When I used to suffer with anxiety, Sundays were a terrible day for me. And research shows that it's a bad day for most people that suffer with anxiety. It starts around 4 p.m. It builds and builds. Once we reach this time, which is now 7 p.m. in the UK, this is when the anxiety is at its peak. So if that sounds like you, if you're experiencing the Sunday Scaries, leave a comment below and let us know. So in tonight's live stream, we're going to look at what you can do to deal with this Sunday afternoon, evening anxiety. We're going to be looking at something you can do somatically. We're going to be talking about what you can do in terms of breathing techniques, and if we have time at the end of tonight's live stream, we're going to do a short guided visualization hypnosis session. But starting off, we're going to talk about EFT. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It works on the basis, the principle of Qi energy. In Chinese medicine, they believe in this energy, life force, which flows around the body, flows through meridian points around the body. If the Qi energy becomes blocked or stuck, they believe in Chinese medicine that it creates bad feeling. And it might sound a bit woo-woo, but science has actually proven the existence of this Qi. So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it involves tapping on various meridian points around the body to release that Qi energy. I'm not going to go into the full tapping sequence on tonight's live stream, but if you go to my website, markstubbles.com, you can download my free depression and anxiety inner child healing workbooks. You will find the EFT sequence or recipe as it's known in both of them. What I will show you is a couple of points you can use very discreetly to reduce anxiety. The first point is the fleshy part on the side of the hand, just rubbing there. Notice that you start to find that quite soothing, quite relaxing. What I should have asked everyone to do before I began showing you these points is asked everyone to take a SUD score. SUD stands for Subjective Unit of Distress. So ask yourself, what am I feeling right now on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not too bad, 10 being terrible. Once you have that SUD score, you can start to work to reduce it. So let us know in the chat box and comments below, what is your SUD score at the moment? And I will be asking you to take that SUD score again at the end of tonight's live stream. We'll see if we've been able to reduce it down. The second point I'm going to show you is called the 9 gamut point in Chinese medicine. It's located between the tendons of the little finger and the ring finger, could be on either hand. Just rubbing in there, you should notice it feels a little bit sore. That's how you know you've got the 9 gamut point. Rubbing in, you should find that quite soothing, quite relaxing. Another thing you can do is box breathing. Box breathing involves breathing in for the count a set number. For tonight's demonstration, we're going to make that number 5. Of good lung capacity, maybe you're a free runner or a free diver or a marathon runner or something. You can see how big you can make that number, how big you can make that box. Or if you have issues with lung capacity, you can reduce the number down. For tonight's demonstration, we're going to be using the number 5. So what you want to do, take a deep breath in, all the way down into your stomach. Breathe out with a big sigh, and then breathing in for the count of 5. Hold your breath for 5. Breathe out for 5. And then hold the space between breaths for 5. Try a couple of rounds of that on your own. If you're getting stressed and anxious about work tomorrow, the brain is actually working for free. You're giving your employer some extra hours with all this stress and anxiety. Much better to do a brain dump, to write down the things that you need to do tomorrow. This gets the information, the worries out of your mind and down onto paper. It gives your mind closure because it can see that you've written those things down, so you've planned to do them, and that should help quieten your mind. And now I'm going to show you the Somatic Reset. So by doing this, you're going to go on what I was going to say. By doing this, you're going to manual override your nervous system. It's kind of like having a reboot button for your nervous system. You're going to move yourself from the sympathetic nervous system, that's the fight or flight response, to the parasympathetic nervous system, that's your rest and relax response. So what you want to do is take your hands and interlock your fingers like so, and then place your hands behind your head. Now with your hands placed behind your head, without moving your head itself, you want to move your eyes to the right. You want to do this until you feel a release. It could be in the form of a sigh, or it could be a yawn. Because this is a demonstration and time's limited, we're going to be holding it for about 30 seconds. As I said, ideally, you want to do it until you feel that release, looking with your eyes as far as you can to the right. And then bringing your eyes back to the center and doing the same thing to the left. So you feel some form of release. It could be a sigh, a yawn. Again, we're doing this for 30 seconds, but you want to do it till you feel that release. And then bringing your eyes back to the center again. You can go ahead and release that. Now, and let me know which of these techniques have you found most useful. Let me know in the chat box and the comments below. Which of these techniques will you be using? Again, maybe you want to try that last one for a bit longer on your own. Now, we're going to have a little guided. We're back. Okay, so now we're going to do a little guided meditation. If your attention is required elsewhere, don't do this part of tonight's live stream. If you're driving or operating heavy machinery, switch off right now. If you're not, make yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath in, breathing all the way down into your stomach. Breathing out with a big sigh and allowing your eyes to close. Eyes closed, you can really begin to relax, let go. Breathing deep. I wonder if you can get an image you can picture or see. Number 5 in your mind's eye. It could be 5 fluffy clouds. It could be number 5 written on a chalkboard. Have you pictured that number 5? Just holding that image in your mind's eye right now. Hold that image in your mind. Start to notice the relaxation forming in the top of your head. All of the tiny muscles, forehead comfortably releasing, letting. Relaxation flows down into your eyes and your eyelids, your face, into your cheeks and your jaw. Then the number 4. Could be 4 fluffy clouds, could be one big fluffy cloud in the shape of a number 4. Maybe you can imagine wiping out that old number 5 on that whiteboard and replacing with a number 4. So holding that number 4 in your mind's eye as you continue breathing, relaxation flowing down into your neck, the right side of your neck, allowing your attention to drift. Your attention drifts there. You can start to notice all of those muscles and tendons in your neck comfortably releasing, relaxing, letting. Front of your neck. Be noticing that air flowing in, going down your front, going back out. Left side of your neck. Placing your attention there as your unconscious mind releases all of the muscles, all of the tension, leaving your neck and the back of your neck. All of the vertebrae in your spine comfortably releasing and letting. all the time, holding that number 4 in your mind's eye. Once again, allow your attention to drift to the right side of your neck, the front of your neck, the left side of your neck, the back of your neck. Number 4, turning into a number 3. Be a fluffy cloud, dissipating, evaporating, drifting away. So now you only have 3 fluffy clouds. Maybe that's that relaxation. And down into your shoulders. Again, holding that number 3 in your mind's eye, it's that relaxation, tension goes down into your shoulder. And your arms into your hands. And flowing back. That's it. Relaxation flowing down your spine, all of the vertebrae in your spine, comfortably releasing, letting go. Relaxation flowing down the front of your body. That's right. Maybe becoming aware of yourself supported there on that surface. Then the number 2. Holding the number 2 in your mind. Be rubbing out that old number, replacing it with the 2. It could be 2 fluffy clouds. Allowing your attention to drift into your leg. Top of your leg. Maybe getting a sense of all those muscles and tendons work together. And you're holding that number 2 in your mind, breathing deep. Knees, allowing your attention to drift down into those knees. Wherever your attention goes, relaxation flows. And then the number 1. Putting the image of the number 1 in your mind as that relaxation flows down into your calves, down into your shin, all the way down into your feet. 1 comes 0. Maybe you can imagine yourself floating through the middle of that 0. Experiencing that comfort. In the moment, all of those old issues have melted away. Just focus on feeling calm, feeling relaxation. And when you're ready, you can allow your eyes to open, coming all the way back to the here and now, noticing how good you feel, feeling fantastic in every way. I wonder if you'll notice this relaxation for the rest of the evening. You'll be waking up tomorrow feeling refreshed and ready to go. Awesome. And so now I'd like you to once again take that SUD score. Ask yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not too bad, 10 being terrible, what am I feeling right now? If it went down, let me know in the comments and chat box. Let me know what it went down to. Let me know what your SUD score was at the start of tonight's live stream, and what it's gone down to now. I will really appreciate the comments. And next Sunday, the 19th, or it's actually Monday, the 19th, but next Sunday is the 18th, we're going to be talking about Blue Monday, because Monday, the 19th, is known as Blue Monday. This name was actually adopted, a marketing campaign. We're going to talk more about how Blue Monday got its name next week and what you can do about it. So if you want to watch that live stream, subscribe to the channel. If you've enjoyed tonight's live stream, found it useful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time. Good night.